My name is Dr. John Bellicitti. I'm a chiropractor, and I started Forge Strength and Chiropractic earlier this year. I used to ride motorcycles a lot back in the day, and mountain bikes and BMX bikes. With that experience, I've gained a ton of injuries from like head to toe. Broken bones, fractured this, rebuilt that, torn ligaments, ruptured everything, whatever, So through that experience, I became crippled by the time I was 20. And so that started the long journey to kind of come back, right? So I saw, went through Kaiser, did the physical therapy. Nothing was really working very well. I knew there had to be more. Met a chiropractor. Long story short, he ended up helping me quite a bit. I mentored under him for like 7, 8 years, something like that. And then he was a professional bodybuilder, so he was very heavy into the weight training. And so I got exposed to that quite a bit as well. And that really sent me down this path. And, it was a necessity at the time that turned into a hobby that eventually became a career. It's been great, honestly. Of course, when you're going through school, it's pretty hard, right? They grill you, whatever else, and they make it seem like this crazy thing. You get out of school, you get licensed, you have this crazy imposter syndrome situation going on. So first year or two, it's like, do I know what I'm doing? Is this real? But at this point in my career, I feel like I've found a really good groove. It's been really nice. I've been able to help a ton of people, and every person you help is makes the next person better, right? Because you learn from that experience. So honestly, I love it. I mean, every day is more fun than work for sure. So man, I think the best thing is taking somebody that has lost hope and kind of restored that, get some light at the end of the tunnel, especially on chronic situations that people have seen a ton of different people for. Being able to take a bad shoulder and, can't lift it over your head. Now you can bench press and you can do pull-ups, whatever else. I think taking someone through that journey is absolutely the best part of this. So for me, what's resonated the most is making sure your food is good and making sure your workout routines are semi-good. You don't have to be crazy about it, but you got to check all the boxes. And, if you don't, you're really not going to get better. Say you're battling some crazy thing, if your sleep is on detrimental, but you got these other things, okay, it's not going to work. So when we come in here, we're talking about everything: sleep habits, postural habits at work, your workout routines, so past injuries, yada, yada. You got to get the full picture and really modify every little part of your life to, progress and get better. Yeah, so obviously, big conversation. Where are you at in life? Where have you been in life? What brought you in the first place? And then past experiences with other docs, if any, to really just kind of get an idea what's going on. At that point, we're also going to do a full assessment on the table and try to figure out everything that's involved. So even if you come in with, say, a knee problem, we're going to go above and below to really flesh out, every structure that's involved, right? So we'll do a full, complete assessment, and then of course there's the movement aspect as well. You can't fix a dynamic problem with a static solution oftentimes. So of course, we'll go out in the gym, we'll go and play, right? We're gonna see what does function properly and what doesn't, because both are just as important as the other. My relationship with my clients is everything. I'm friends with most of my patients at this point because I spend so much time with each person. It's hard not to, right? We build a crazy good rapport with everybody, and it's all about building that trust. Everything is about my whole business is referral based. I don't really do any advertising or anything, so I've gotten here basically purely on word of mouth. So that has been my business philosophy from the get-go. Is I don't care about ads and sales and whatever. It's more of just make sure you do right by each individual. Therefore, they're more willing to send their loved ones your way. Ooh, I'm hoping this is a big year, right? We brought on another chiropractor, Dr. Hidalgo. My wife, Jordan Nordhoff, she'll be involved more heavily as well, especially on the training side of things. Really looking forward to that. She's a phenomenal trainer. So between those two, I mean, that's going to be big. Another thing too, working with more professional athletes, that connections that I've built has kind of led me down a pretty great path, to be honest. And I'm really looking forward to see like how deep we can go in that direction. Honestly, for me, I think it's like the neck, especially if somebody comes in, with migraine or, a nasty tension headache or whatever. The relief that you can get from a solid like neck adjustment is just, it's hard to put words in, right? And like I've experienced it as well. And, a lot of people are like afraid of it. And so, kind of building that trust with somebody to even allow that to happen is like also a great experience too. But yeah, I mean, I think that's like kind of like the best one for me anyway. Dr. John Bellicitti. My business is Forge Strength and Chiropractic, and I guess I'm the owner.